Larry Mason along with E.Z. Smith. Tough loss. There's not any good losses, but your kids played super, and here in this ball game with all the emotions and the traditions, I know you've got something good to say about them.
Well, they played with a lot of heart and a lot of determination. We just made some mistakes. Larry made a poor mistake down there at the end of the first half. Could have got one in and scored, and we didn't. And it's a tribute to Kannapolis and their kids. They didn't give up, and then they came down. They drove it right down, and then we had a mistake on the punt team. We had a young man forgot to go in, and then when he got in, didn't block, and Edmund got it tipped, and I thought it went out on the 2, but evidently it must have went out in the end zone. So that's the difference in the ball game right now. But you can't blame anything. I'll take all the blame for this. We thought we were prepared defensively. I thought we did a good job. We gave up one big play, and we let them drive it down on the field to start the second half. They went about 82, 88 yards, and that was a killer. When they did that, we lost a lot of emotion. And then we came back, and when we scored, thought we had a chance, and we didn't get a first down with 4 minutes to go, and they drove it down, and then we got in our 2-minute offense and just didn't make it happen.
Right. Well, I tell you what, it's that type of ball game that the big plays, but you came up with the big pass play down here late in the ball game to score. At that point, nobody had thrown the football too much.
Well, I thought our pass coverage did a better job. We felt like, in this kind of football game, they'd probably run it on us, and we tried to hold them up front, but they did throw the ball a little bit, and they completed some big passes. I give all the credit to Bruce, and congratulations on being the South Piedmont Conference champions for this year. And, we're going to go to the playoffs as third place seed, and so we've been as the first, we've been as the second, now we're going to go as the third.
Well, I think the main thing is you're going in the great thing, I guess, if there is a good thing about this ball game, is neither team's going to have to pack up the pads. They're going to go on and play again next week, and right now we don't know who you're going to play, but we know you're going to play.
Well, I tell you what, it was such an emotional football game, and there were so many great plays made and so many fine football players. And, we know that Statesville and South Iredale and Lexington and Lincolnton and East Lincoln and West Caldwell are all in it, so we're going to figure on getting one of those.
Oh, listen, they don't have an easy road either. We'll look forward to seeing you Wednesday.
Hey, Larry, I'm going to try to be there. We've got another meeting I'm supposed to be at in Charlotte on Wednesday night, so if I can't come, I'll send a couple of my coaches.
I hope you will. Listen, we certainly enjoyed the ball game. It's been a great season. We'll look forward to seeing you and following you in the playoffs.
Thank you very much. Randy, we thank y'all for covering Concord football.
Randy, I don't know what we're going to do. Imagine it's a short break, and we'll come back with Coach Bruce Hardin. Larry Mason along with winning Coach Bruce Hardin. Bruce, what's your initial feelings after the game?
Well, I feel like any coach that doesn't have an opportunity to play in something like this is really missing out. So this is great. I'm very fortunate to be a part of it. I'm happy for the people at Kannapolis and the supporters. And, when we met together for the first time this summer, it was a little awesome, but we challenged each other to be conference champion. The reality's set in now. And I'm really happy for our seniors. I think we can dedicate this situation to them. Our whole football team, I'm proud of them. But, our seniors, you look back at their history, they played great from the 7th grade on. And I felt like we were in a state of urgency and really deserved to put forth an effort to make this a great year for them.
Well, I'll tell you what, you sure have had a great year, and we were talking about the great year that the conference has had. It comes down to the teams that have to come in and play, the 3 teams in the playoff. It's going to be a tough road for anybody. Mm-hmm. Bruce, you came out in the second half and looked like you had decided to run the football. You didn't throw the ball much then. Was there any specific reason for that?
Yes, sir. We went in and we knew we had to make some adjustments. Offensively, they were really locking on to our receivers and coming really hard at the corners. And as a result, they were not going to let Maurice throw the football. And our linemen just showed a lot of confidence with their coaches in the locker room that, hey, we can take them. And with that, a lot of times those players know more than coaches, and we have confidence in them, and they did an excellent job, and that's good football to take it and move it, and if it is, just pounding it in there.
Well, I tell you what, I think it shows a lot of versatility also, and that you had been kind of a big play offensive team coming in tonight, but also able to take the football and drive it that way. And then the football game itself coming down to a block punt, and of course then the missed field goal down here made a difference in the outcome of the game. Also, special teams play.
Yeah. You've been to enough clinics, you know that everybody talks about that and special teams, so it really made a difference. The strength of our football team, Larry, is is they can make adjustments like that, and that's, I think, as a coaching staff, that's why we're proud of them, because we don't just put everything into one hat, and they're able to make adjustments, and that's why we're awfully proud of them.
Right. Well, I tell you what, the thing that all teams work for and all coaches work for as such, the playoffs starting next week. It's our understanding right now, anyway, that you're going to play South Iredale. And that will be home.
Yes, sir, that'll be in Kannapolis.
That's also not going to be an easy task.
No, sir, I know Coach Mayhew. He and I played together in college, and he's a great teacher and coach and a role model, and I'll guarantee you he'll have his people ready and have a lot of respect
he
for him.
will. He's beaten me 2 years in a row when I was coaching. I'll give you any advice I can. He's been there forever, of course.
He sure
and I tell you what, he really does a good job of getting his kids up. But I know your youngsters are looking forward to it. We're looking forward to seeing you on Wednesday in at Headliners.
Okay.
Congratulations once again.
Thanks, Larry.
Randy, back to you for the final stats on tonight's game. We'll see you folks Wednesday with a special edition of Headliners with hopefully all the playoff coaches.